With a new console generation fast approaching, we can't help but look back at some of the accomplishments in Japanese art and technology over the last decade. In 2012, Sony Interactive Entertainment released Gravity Rush, an open world game that allows you to literally fall forwards through the map by changing the direction of gravity. In 2017, the team released Gravity Rush 2, the sequel that expanded the world and gravity mechanics even further. And now, with Sony developers working on the PS5, we can only dream of what this team has in store next. Games can take inspirations from a whole load of different places, but Gravity Rush had one distinct point of reference. It was a page from a comic called The Incal by French artist Moebius. In this page, Deform falls through a vertical city with no end in sight. This page made an impact on series creator Keiichiro Toyama, and he sought to create a game that had that same feeling of freefall. Moebius's works have also inspired people like Hayao Miyazaki and Katsuhiro Otomo, so in this way, Gravity Rush bears some similarities to their work as well. Gravity Rush was created by Sony Interactive Entertainment's Project Siren, a team led by Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama and built to create the horror title Siren, released in 2006 for the PS2. Siren is set in a rural Japanese village isolated from the outside world, the prime setting for Japanese horror, as a group of villagers attempt to survive an undead curse. This team went on to create Siren 2 and Siren Blood Curse, firmly establishing themselves as a horror studio. But after the PS3 title, Toyama wanted to create something new entirely, and started remembering the idea he'd had for a game when he first entered the industry: Gravity Rush. I mentioned that Gravity Rush found its inspiration in Moebius, and so to build an image of Gravity Rush, the staff researched into French-Belgian comics known as bande dessinée, which would form the basis for their inspirations. And this included the character designs as well. While anime is often used as a basis for cel-shaded Japanese games, they were strict about cutting down on the anime tropes and expressions. One example they brought up was a scene where Sid walks in on Kat in a bath towel. The original storyboards has her kick him in the face, but they found that many players were kind of sick of the gag violence tropes in anime, and they weren't just targeting this towards anime fans. The final scene has Sid instead trip and fall himself. Right now, we have no idea what Toyama and his team are working on. It might be a Gravity Rush 3 for PS5, it might be a new Siren game, but what we do know is that regardless of what they're working on, it's their own choice, and they have the creative freedom to pursue it. Sony Interactive doesn't mandate what they should work on, like other studios might. Instead, like with The Last Guardian creator Fumito Ueda, they're happy to let them create whatever, and take their time to create it. So it might take a while for whatever PS5 game they're creating to be released, but we'll know it's the game they wanted to make. While Gravity Rush is critically revered, it wasn't exactly a commercial success, especially in the United States. Gravity Rush 2 had online servers allowing players to participate in challenges and share photos with each other. But when Sony opted to close down these servers just a year after the game's launch, Gravity Rush fans suddenly emerged. The overwhelming support for keeping the servers open was rewarded with an extra 6 months until they were finally shut down. Gravity Rush fandom is a dedicated one, and you can bet they'll be supporting the team in their next creative effort. Thanks for watching OTAQUEST in Japan. Feel free to subscribe to find out more about the art and creation of Japanese pop culture.